Alrighty, we got our air box made. We got our air filter. We went to Canadian Tire. We searched around, went through the bins, found this one, the CA3373. It's out of a Wrangler, some Volvos, and some other cars. We got it because it was narrow and it was quite long. And in my head, it felt like it should go here, which it should. I don't think this is going to be an issue with a restriction, just judging by how big the filter is. If it does become a restriction, we can always revisit this later and maybe try to find something that fits this whole area. Or even, I was kind of thinking you could just chop one of these and then glue it onto here, and then you'd have a little bit extra of a filter there. And then there's a guarantee it's not going to be any sort of restriction on this build, at least. But yeah, we were going to use some flexi ducting tube I had and get all 4 tubes just into this air box, just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's why we made it so long. And I got this stuff from my work. Benefits of working at a hose and fitting company, as you kind of get your dick beaters on all this stuff because it's on the shelf. And yeah, I was gonna use this stuff. We were just gonna bend it like that because it's super flexible, and it probably would all fit on. We would just zap strap it to the throttle bodies and the filter housing, and it wouldn't really matter where it goes because it will just it's one plenum. It's not gonna have a difference between where it goes in the air box, as obviously a top one versus a bottom one where it gets quite narrow. In there, it's going to be a little bit more restrictive, but it will just pull through the rest. But yeah, I got the wrong stuff. I need like a 2 1/4 or 2 1/8, because that it won't fit on there. A bit of a mismeasurement on my part. But yeah, air box is in. We're going to make some mounts. It does have to come back just a little bit, so we're just going to take this little extra nub off. This was just part of the chassis and the spring perch of the OEM Camaro, and doesn't actually do anything anymore because it's not part of it, because we're using the RX-8 stuff. And that should let me slide it forward, and we'll have room for our fuel lines to come up, and we're probably going to bring them around, and I may even just mount a fuel filter here and then to the fuel rail, and then it'll snake around to the other side, maybe even down below and around, and then that'll be that. So yeah, if you see anything that I'm doing wrong, put it down below and I'll get back to you. But yeah, smell you later.